Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and blessings to the hopeful elect out there teaching this word in sincerity and truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these here last days, man. And pretty much, the scriptures tell us in Romans 13 and 11 that now it's high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And that's something that's a thought, a positive thought, all right? Because we ain't about, we ain't about negative thoughts, man. We're about positive thoughts. When we think about, the message of hope that we bring, to the rest of the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's very positive, to be hopeful, that we will be saved, in these last days. And the scriptures speak about, having a gift of faith, all right? And the definition of faith in the Bible is, you can find located in Hebrews 11 and 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. So it's the substance of things that we hope for, all right? So if we have hope, a negative frame of mind is to be hopeless. A guy that's just out there, what's the point? Nah, man, be hopeful, bro. Be hopeful, Akim, because ultimately, man, when Yahweh Shai enters this place, these other nations, man, and the wicked of our people that wanna stay in this fucking cesspit of a kingdom, they're gonna be completely hopeless. But you see, we're gonna remain hopeful. Imagine that. When Yahweh Shai comes back, we're gonna be even more hopeful in that day than we are even now. Because guess what? Faith, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But by that time, we're gonna see Yahweh Shai. Now we can see him with our spiritual eye, okay, right now. But guess what? We're gonna physically see Yahweh Shai, right, come back and enter this place, all right? And we know what he's gonna be coming back for. So that's a hopeful message that we're coming with, all right? Is that we know what Yahweh Shai is gonna come back for, to gather together his elect, all right? So we hope that we are of the elect. When you read Matthew 24 and 30, okay, it speaks about Yahweh Shai coming back in power and great glory. And he's coming back to gather the elect of the nation of Israel, man, from one end of the earth to the other, man. Loosely paraphrasing. So, we're coming with a message of hope out here, man. And that's why I quoted Romans 13 and 11 to open up. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe. But before that happens, we got to go through a lot. All right? We got to pass the test, the ultimate test being the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. There's going to come a time where, we're going to have to make some decisions, which ultimately, the decision making has already been laid out. It's just, we just got to play it out. It's already been set up. We just got to play out this part of the movie, because the elect are going to pass the test. The elect are going to make the correct decision, which has been given to them to make. That's why the scripture says none shall pluck them out of the Most High's hand. And again, I'll be thinking about that scripture all the time, man. John, the 10th chapter, man. None shall pluck them out of his hand. All right? Many are called, but few are chosen. Those that are chosen are exactly that. They've been chosen to receive salvation, man, before the foundations of the world. So that's a hopeful message in itself, to hope that we are of the elect, man. That's why Yahweh Shai told the disciples, he said, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice that your names are written in heaven, man. That's why we set our affections on the things above rather than the things on the earth. Okay? Because we're hopeful. Alright? That's why the scripture says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. This place ain't gonna do nothing for you, man, but destroy you, man. What's this place got to offer? Transformers, okay? A bunch of no do-gooders, a bunch of jakes that are, wise to do evil but to do good. They have no knowledge, right? A bunch of jake that are pretty much walking dead, and they're just waiting, right, to be put out of their fucking miserable lives, man. Their miserable lifestyles. Okay, because they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Just like the scriptures tell us in Jeremiah 4:22. The Lord said, my people is foolish, man. They are sottish children, and that they have none understanding, man. Okay, they're really the walking dead. They have no understanding. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So Jake is spiritually the walking dead right now. And you can see it, man, and that's why we don't want to rub shoulders with you, man. I did a video on that recently. We don't want no parts, to do with, all we're set up to do through the Spirit is warn you of the coming doom, all right, the day of doom. We're warning you, man. We're sounding the alarm. But only the elect are going to take heed to that warning, the alarm, okay? But you see the wicked of our people, they're hitting the snooze button. Like, you set the alarm, like I had to set an alarm to get up for work this morning, and when you hit that, when you hear that alarm, you get up, man. You might splash water in your face, inside joke, you splash that water in your face, which we're tired of doing that too, Arkin, man. The scriptures speak about Esau wearing out the saints to the Most High. We're worn out, man. Having to set our alarms, go to work, pay it, but that's all right, man. That's okay, because remember, scriptures call this a light affliction, But yeah, back onto the wicked of our people. Yeah, they hear the alarm, and what's the alarm? Hey, sound the alarm in my holy mountain, right? Joel 2:1. Blow you the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. So we're sounding the alarm, but the wicked of our people, they're hitting the snooze button. Okay, they got the sleep in their eyes. They fucking, they're in that deep sleep, man. The Lord has poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep. Was that Isaiah 29:9? Stay yourselves and wonder, cry out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord has poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, man. The Lord has actually put a spirit of deep sleep upon the Israelites that can't get this truth. That's why the Apostle Paul said, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. So you got guys out here walking around, yeah, physically they can see, but spiritually they're blinded. Alright? Physically, yeah, they're opening their eyes, they're walking around. They can see stuff with their physical eye, but with their spiritual eye, it's been totally shut. They're spiritually asleep, man. That's why the Apostle Paul was talking about ye are the children of the day. We are not of the night, man. Alright, in fact, let me see if I can get that scriptures. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, man. Verse 1. Alright? Because we gotta warn our people. Yeah, we gotta warn our people, but hey, whether they will hear, whether they will forbear, right? We got a job to do, and that's that. Okay, because the Lord has already got his elect that's set up to make it. That's set up to actually hear this word and endure unto the end. Imagine that. The Lord has already ordained souls on the earth of the nation of Israel, right? The minor part or the minoring quantity, as opposed to the whole nation, that's gonna make it, man. Because the Lord is only looking for that little sanctuary. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And it's going to come and catch these people that ain't watching. Alright? The wicked of our people is going to catch them unawares, man. Alright? Because why? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, because they're in that peace and safety spirit. And that reminds me of that scripture in Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in that security that shall perish in the day of vengeance. Loosely paraphrasing, right? In that security. So when you think you're secure, like I'm pretty sure those people over there in Libya, they thought they were secure. Alright, people in Turkey and Syria, when the earthquake happened over there, 50,000 plus people dead instantly. Boom. People getting trapped under rubble, all of that, man. Hey, from the king of terrors, man, from the Lord belonging the issues from death. Alright? When you think you're secure, that's when the Lord's gonna get you, man. The day of the Lord is gonna come upon you like a thief in the night, if you ain't watching, right? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So there's gonna be no escape, man. Now the scripture says in Amos 5 and 19, is it? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, leaned his hand on a wall and a serpent bit him. You know, loosely paraphrasing, going from one extreme danger to the next. Okay. Verse 4 says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So the Apostle Paul was saying, for those that are sincerely, you know, believers, the sincere believers, the body of believers, right? He said, ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Why? Because we know what's coming. That's what I'm saying. Like when we see Yahushua come back, we ain't gonna be hopeless, we're gonna be hopeful. Okay, because we've been doing what the Lord told us to do, man. That's why the scripture says in Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Now let me just say this as well, but before that day of salvation comes, remember the MOTB has to be pushed, because we have to pass the test, the ultimate test, which is the microchip. And anyone teaching otherwise, that, you know, the mark of the beast is not the microchip, then they're clearly going off, man. And they are not knowing the scriptures. Or whether they know it, but they're just teaching false doctrines for false intentions or for filthy lucre. Because you got some guys out there that have been paid off, and they've been corrupted, man. The scripture tell you the love of money is the root of all evil, man. Even though the scripture says we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Come on, man. We ain't even taking these bodies with us. The scripture say that Yahushua is going to change us from these vile bodies, man, and fashion it like unto his glorious body. So these bodies ain't even coming with us, man. Shit. Brother's got ailments and shit, all kinds of stuff. Skin problems, man, you know? We ain't even taking these weak ass bodies, bro. It says, verse 5, but ye are the children of the light and the children of the day. Didn't the scripture say ye are the light of the world? Matthew 5 and 13, is it? Or 14? Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid, man. We got the light arcing, okay? And that's why the scripture speak about in Isaiah 60 that gross darkness shall cover the earth and gross darkness the people. And you can see how much of a dark state our people are in, man. That's why the scripture says in John 3 and 19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil, man. So the wicked of our people, they love doing dark, wicked deeds. And they don't have the light. They're void of light. Because what's darkness? Darkness is just being what? Void of light. Alright? They're in that black, you know, that black consciousness, right? That's what, you know, we call it the black unconsciousness. Okay? Which black means what? Void of light, man. Negative. Okay? It says, we are the children, ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So we gotta be sober, man. We gotta be watching, right? Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walketh about like a roaring lion, seeking those that he may devour, man. All right, and you see a lion in the wild, man, going for his prey, man. All right, when it finally locks onto that, you know, to that antelope and crushes that windpipe, there ain't no escaping that lion. And then you see the rest of the pride jumping on that antelope or gazelle or whatever, and just fucking putting their body weight on it. You know, I like to watch a lot of nature programs, man, like animal documentaries and that. Like sometimes you could just sit there for hours just watching lions hunt cheetahs, leopards and that. You know, jump out of fucking trees and land on a gazelle, or, you know, and just wrestle them to the floor. I love watching shit like that, man. Okay. It says, but that's how cause, you know, hey, like going into what? The nature of hunting, you know? So and Esau, he's the devil, man. So he's on the prowl, bro. Alright, even the spiritual demon Satan, he's on the prowl. Seeking, remember the scriptures, Yahushua told Peter, Satan has desired to sift you as wheat, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. So Satan is like a roaring lion. Like again, like when you watch some nature movies, you see how they hunt. You know, and they might bury themselves in the tall grass. They walk ever so lightly so that they can't be heard. You know, that's how Satan comes. And Satan can pop up in any aspect of your life, man. Alright, on your job, pop up in your woman, pop up your children, in a circumstance that you may have to deal with for a certain period of time. You know, or your car, you know, your car breaks down or whatever. Satan can pop up anywhere, anytime. And that's why, remember, the scriptures speak about the spiritual warfare that we're fighting. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits. That's Ephesians 6 and 12, man. So we got to be up on game. We got to, you know, we got to constantly be illuminated with this word, man. All right? Scripture says, arise, shine, for thy light is come. All right? We got this light, right? It says, therefore, verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. That reminds me of Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace. All right? Day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And we ain't a praise in the earth right now, man. All right? Go out to some suburbs or something where a lot of Edomites are dwelling and see how they treat you. See how they talk to you. Right? As a Jake, you know, see how they look down on you, man. Okay? Look at how they treat you, man. You might go into certain stores, you see how these other nations treat us, bro. Okay? Because the curses, man. Alright? The curses are on our people. They call us by these bywords, man. You know? Hey, just this morning, and they don't deal like that with Esau. You know? Just this morning, I saw some, I was out in this, because I work out in the suburbs a lot of the time, the countryside as well, you know. And I see this Elam, you know, and she hopped out of this car, you know. Obviously, I'm always circumspect while I'm on the job, man, especially early morning, you know. You know, especially when it's dark out. I get up really, really early. You got to constantly keep your head on a swivel, man, because you don't know who's about, right? But I see her jump out of this car, but lo and behold, I see her jump out of an Edomite's vehicle, man. You know, some Elam thing out in the suburbs, and I see a Jake woman walking. You know, some real dark-skinned Jake woman. She's walking up and down in the suburbs, real early in the morning. I'm thinking, what the fuck's she doing out here, Eve? You know. So I'm thinking about. What I'm saying is like you got a lot of these other nations, man. You know, they're in bed with Esau, man. You know, but they don't want to have their daughters deal with you as a Jake, as a so-called black man. All right, now we're seeing that turn. We're seeing that, you know, the Edomite woman, she's all into the so-called black man and that and whatever. But hey, as a collective, when you see, you know, these Edomites, they be talking foul about Jake around the dinner tables and shit, man. You ever seen the movie Get Out, man? Remember that movie Get Out, and how that Jake went with that Edomite woman to the suburbs, you know, and how they wanted Jake, you know, they wanted to be Jake so badly and shit. I remember that movie Get Out, man. All right, and they were selling Jake body parts and that geezer, when the flash went off, he woke up and he was like, get out, you know, and his nose started bleeding and shit. You know, that's a hard movie, man. I might have to rewatch that. But you know, basically the point is, go out to one of these suburbs, man. You see how Edomites treat you, bro. All right, or one of them sundown towns, as they call them, right? They show you the hatred that they have for you, man. You walk up in one of them bakeries, you know. Mind you, that movie Life, you know, with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and he goes into one of them sundown towns, and he wanted to get one of them pies, you know. And she was like, we don't sell nigger pies. We don't sell pies to niggas or whatever. Something she said, I can't remember. And she had a shotgun, you know? And he goes, how much would it be to turn one of them whites only pies into nigger pies? She goes, how about I turn y'all into nigger pie? And then she pulled out the shotgun, man. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish, right? Remember? No blacks, no dogs, no Irish. So that same vibration is still in the air, especially when you go out of town. But Jake don't, hey, and that's why you don't see a lot of these niggas out in these suburbs, man. Because Jake's quick to rob each other, you know, put gun to each other's dons. But when it comes to Esau, they're scared as hell, man. You know, Jake will be all up in the ghettos, bro. So this is another thing that we've been illuminated to. The fact that Esau, you know, he's got Jake all up in the ghettos, but he's got like you know, he's got the best parts of the land, and he be living out there lavish, bro. Got their daughters, ain't got a care in the world and shit. Be driving, got a trust fund that kicks in at a certain age. Driving, you know, spending daddy's money, daddy's little princess. But a lot of them be sneaking out and dealing with Jake on the low, you know. It says, verse 7, it says, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, And foreign helmet, the hope of salvation. Oh, there you go. The hope of salvation, man. Come on, bro. So we're hopeful, man. And all of that, you know, these nations looking down on us, man. Listen, bro, that's just going to be that's temporary, man. When the kingdom comes, they're going to be looking up to us, bro. They're going to be begging, right, to give their daughters to one of the gods. How about that? Right? To one of the princes of the power. Because that's what we are, man. Right? He is a prince of the power. Yasharahla, Israel. That's what we are, bro. We're the chosen nation on the earth. Alright? But right now, the scripture says in Isaiah 1, the whole head is sick. You know, Jake is just acting a fool. You got our so-called black women twerking, doing it for the gram. You got our women all up on OnlyFans, man. You got fucking all kinds of bullshit going on out here. The woman being ahead of the man. You know? Everything's completely out of order out here. And Esau, you know, promoting feminism amongst our women as well. Giving them the ability to sustain themselves with welfare. But that's going to start getting cut off. So you women are going to start getting jacked up too, man. You women are going to start getting jacked the fuck up. Alright? Scripture says, she that is mine enemy shall see it. Shame shall cover her, man. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So you so-called, you Israel, you women of the tribes that have been, you know, living high off Esau's, you know, sugar daddy's money, getting your welfare, that's going to start getting cut off. So to speak about that in the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come, Isaiah 32. So that's coming to an end, man. So, hey, all out hell and judgment is about to play forth on the earth. Alright? It's just a matter of fucking time, man. Alright? So with that, man, I pray you were edified. Hey, shalom, man. To the hopeful elect. Hey, the hope of salvation. You know? Shalom.